Oh yes, please keep it down a bit. It's really loud. Someone's hungover. Do I have numbers? 14, 64, 19, 7, 25. If you win, we split. You're way over there. I see. Yes, you. Just yes.
Hi. You guys talk about joking around a lot. What's the longest it's ever taken you guys to actually get a scene, and like how many takes did it take?
There's well-documented talks and panels of Misha telling a story of him actually not being able to complete his scene until we were removed from the soundstage.
It's as if he was shooting a scene here. He was like, I need you to leave. And we went to the hallway. He's like, no, I need you to leave the casino. And we were just laughing so hard that we didn't really realize and that we had been used to.
And at first we were like, yeah, whatever. And he turned to our first AD, I believe it was Johnny back at the time. And he's like, Johnny, I'm not gonna do it. It's just pointless at this point to do the scene with either of these guys in the building. And Johnny just turns and very seriously goes, guys, take a walk. We were like, seriously? Like, yeah, Robin, can you just come in here and read both Jared Jensen's lines, please, so Misha can actually get us covered?
Hey, Mark.
Jared Jensen, seriously, guys, go, walk, take a walk. I'll get Cliff in here to remove you. And we're like, no, that's fine. So that one took a while. There was also some earlier years where Jared's gastrointestinal issues would clear a set.
I used to eat a lot of protein.
For about a half an hour. It's interesting, since he got married and had kids, not much issue. Generally worked your magic on you, buddy.
I'm getting old. I stopped working out so much, I stopped eating so much protein.
There's just so much junk. But we've generally, it's self-inflicted time wasting that takes up so much time. It's very rare that it is something technical or some sort of crew mistake. Those guys are all pros and they're there just to watch us mess up. The other day we had like a light go down in called a BFL, which is a condor, and it's big effing light, BFL. So those are the big lights that you see up in the sky. And that went down. Well, that takes a lot. You've got to like lower an 80-foot platform down. You've got to replace the bulb. So that's 45 to an hour right there. But that rarely happens. Usually it's just him and I screw it on. Thank you. Yes, right here in the glasses.
Okay, so I was a fan of One Tree Hill long before I ever watched Supernatural, so my family and we all know Danielle before we do you. So like in my family, I'll go home for a convention and I'll be like, Jensen did this, and they're like, which one's Jensen? I'm like, Danielle's husband.
So if you say Jared did this, you have to be like, Danielle's not husband.
No, I called him. So my question is, if you could create a character for Danielle to come on the show as, because obviously Genevieve's been on the show, what role would you have her on the show as? Because I love her.
Me too. I don't know. Knowing her as well as I do, I think it'd be, she would have more enjoyment playing a evil character.
Yeah.
So good at it.
Tread lightly.
Yeah.
My wife already played an evil character.
It's the evil ones that are the nicest in real life. Wow, thank you. It was. Watch too. I don't know. I think it would be something in the lines of some omnipotent power, of badness. Thanks. The darkness is certainly Amaro is a great character, and I think that I hope that kind of pans out to be as good as it could be. That would something kind of in that vein, I think, would be great for my wife. Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Third row. Third row, third seat. Yes, you. Wait. Or were you just stretching?
No.
Okay.
Good morning.
Good morning. That wasn't your fault. That was Jared's fault.
So my first con, there's a question about a wrestling move, and you demonstrated the Impala, which is fantastic. And so with the wrestling episode this year, did you have an opportunity to use it off screen or not?
I did not get to.
No, and the scene in the ring where Dean gets in the ring and starts jumping around.
That's funny.
So this is why I love Phil. That was, I think it was like maybe 1 or 2 takes, and all I did was roll into the ring, get up, bounce off, I think the ropes once, do the Ric Flair, and then run over and climb up on to the corner there, and then I get busted. So they cut and repeated all of that stuff so much to where it looked like I was in there for like a half an hour running around. I did 1 take, and I guess Phil thought it was just so good that he was like, okay, we're just gonna, as though I got out of the ring and got back in like 5 times. I just did it once, but they edited it to where it looked like I was messing around there for quite a while. Yeah, so had I known that they were gonna make such a meal out of it, I probably would have done some other moves. Luckily, I had Mike there, who kind of he was like, dude, you gotta do the Ric Flair. And I was like, well, which one? Because he was kind of known for a few things. And he's like, this one, and he did it like perfect. I'm like, all right, that's what I'll do. And boom, I did it. And Mike was like, man, it took me like 5 years to learn how to do that right. Like, well, I can imitate. I can't come up with it myself. And so yeah, so it was really quick, and but I didn't get a chance to do as much as I would have hoped to do had I known that they were going to cut such a big section together. So, oh well, next time.
Thank you.